Here's the news at 9. First, the highlights. Lagos State Governor inaugurates Adesanya bus terminal, announces 30% reduction in red line train service. Federal government inaugurates barracks for National Drug Law Enforcement Agency in Adamawa State. On the foreign scene, Russia rejects presence of NATO troops in Ukraine as part of peace deal. And in sport, Nigeria's Victor Osimhen, Funsho Bangboye make Turkish Super League Team of the Week. Now the details. I'm Sarah Adesanya. The Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has inaugurated the Adesanya bus terminal and handed it over for public use. Governor Sanwo-Olu also announced a 30% fare reduction on the Red Line train service, creating room for passengers to now pay 1,000 naira instead of 1,500 naira. The governor noted that the move would encourage more people to use alternative means of transportation. Governor Sanwo-Olu stated that his administration has acquired CNG and electric vehicles for public transportation to be delivered by the third quarter of this year, while work would commence on the 68 kilometers Green Line Rail project from Marina to Lekki Free Trade Zone before the end of this year.
This infrastructure reflects our commitment to continuously enhance our public transportation system. We're strengthening connectivity and we're improving the overall experience of our commuters. We are dedicated to taking ongoing steps to advance and to modernize public transportation across the state.
Earlier, Commissioner for Transportation Oluwaseun Oshiemi, who was represented by the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry, Olawale Musa, said the Adesanya bus terminal project was designed to interconnect various transportation modes, creating a seamless and integrated network that offers commuters in Lagos more travel options, greater convenience, and improved interconnectivity.
It embodies the government's commitment to providing safe, reliable, and affordable transportation options for all residents, regardless of their socio-economic status or location within the state, as well as integrating our various modes of transportation. The soon-to-be commissioned Adesanya bus terminal therefore reflects the letters and spirit of the Lagos State Transport Policy. It is to provide a central place for connecting to different parts of Lagos.
In her welcome address, the Managing Director, Lagos Metropolitan Transport Authority, Lamata Abimbola Akinjo, said the Adesanya bus terminal, like others in Yaba, Oyingbo, Oshodi, Ikeja, Ojota, Ifakojai, will not only enhance mobility but also act as a catalyst for urban and economic growth in the region.
The Lagos State government has been and is still investing in the provision of infrastructure for public transportation, including rail, bus services, and water transportation. To properly coordinate bus operations in communities, bus terminals are necessary and thus provided. Bus terminals are important because they provide a central location for passengers to board and exit buses and connect to other forms of transportation.
Facilities at the Adesanya bus terminal include inclusive gender-friendly toilets, offices, restaurants, shops, amongst others. Lagos State Government has signed a memorandum of understanding with a prominent cement and building materials manufacturer in Nigeria for the collection of non-recyclable combustible waste around the state and landfill site for conveyance to the company's Iwekoro plant for conversion as an alternative fuel for production. Speaking during the signing ceremony in Alausa, Commissioner for the Environment and Water Resources, Tokumbo Wahab, praised the new agreement, reiterating the commitment of the present administration to continually reduce the quantum of waste that gets to landfill ultimately leading to zero waste landfill site. Wahab reiterated that the state government is determined to continually pay special attention to waste conversion in the state. It stressed that the collaboration will help achieve the ultimate objective of zero waste situation and reduce the quantum of the quantity of waste that hence ends up at landfill sites across the state. The commissioner recalled that the Lagos state government in the past had also signed an MOU to help decommission existing landfills, an MOU to convert waste to energy, and an MOU with a Dutch company to take off electronic waste, adding that these processes are embarked upon deliberately and methodically. The Lagos State House of Assembly has dissociated all its members from a report circulating online alleging that the ongoing internal matters within the House have been influenced by the wife of the President, Mrs. Oluremi Tinubu. Chairman, House Committee on Information, Strategy and Security, Stephen Ogunukwe, in a statement described the report as false, baseless, and a pure fabrication that has no basis in truth. Ogunukwe said all members of the Assembly hold the wife of the President in the highest regard, stressing that as a distinguished former First Lady of Lagos State and now the First Lady of Nigeria, Mrs. Tinubu has made significant contributions to governance and national development. I said it is inconceivable that any member of the Assembly would accuse her of involvement in legislative matters or seek to tarnish her reputation, stating that the wife of the President has no role in any internal disagreement within the House. Ogunukwe urged members of the press as key stakeholders to uphold the highest standards of journalistic integrity by verifying information before publication, adding that responsible journalism requires seeking the truth and ensuring that reports are accurate and balanced. Parents, guardians, and all stakeholders must be deliberate in raising the boy child by focusing on key areas such as education, skills, development, and character building. Wife of the Lagos State Governor, Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, made this submission during her welcome address at the second day of a 3-day residential workshop organized by her office, Tax, the Lagos Boy Child Initiative, in Agbowa, Ikosi Jere Epe, with the theme Empowering the Boy Child to be a well-rounded individual for the future. According to Mrs. Sanwo-Olu, the theme of the workshop speaks directly to the well-being, development, and future of the boy child, especially in the face of navigating today's complex world where issues of peer pressure, drug and substance abuse, cultism, absence of positive role models, and mental health struggles are increasingly on the rise. She noted that this year's workshop targets 200 boys, aged 13 to 17, with critical bordering on self-esteem and confidence building, personal hygiene and etiquette, mental health challenges, and importance of counseling the roles of boys in combating drug abuse. In his goodwill message, Chairman Agbowa Ikosi Local Council Development Area, Raji Anamo, urged the participants of the 3-day residential workshop to adopt the SWOT analysis model in life, as this will further promote accountability, stability, and focus in their life journey.
We are giving them a level playing ground and giving them a good ground to perform and to excel exceedingly in their chosen field. And of course, beyond all the rhetorics, they have role models. The likes of Governor Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu, the likes of Tokunbo Wahab of this world, the likes of Dr. Bafemi Kadri Hamzat, the likes of Kabiyesi Abowa of Abowa, Obasaid Momse, the likes of my humble self as a local government chairman.
In his presentation, Professor of Psychiatry and Clinical Psychology at the Lagos State University Teaching Hospital, Olurotimi Koka, charged parents to inculcate healthy lifestyles and create a conducive environment which encourages positive growth and mindset, in their words. The second day of the 3-day workshop also featured an educational visit to the Immortal Rice Mill in Ikorodu, decoration of Mrs. Sonolu and the members of the council, Chairman Agbawa Ikosi Local Council Development Area, Raji Anamo, wife of lawmaker representing Lagos East Senatorial District, Feishala Abiru, as well as panel discussions on the well-being of the boy child. Chairman of the Southwest Governors Forum and the Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has paid a condolence visit to the family of the late Afenifere leader, Pa Ayo Adebanjo, who died last Friday. Pa Adebanjo died in his residence in Lekki last at the age of 96. Governor Sanwo-Olu, who spoke on behalf of all the Southwest governors, described late Pa Adebanjo as a fearless leader who spoke truth to power in his lifetime. He noted that the vacuum created by the demise of the elder statesman is huge for the Robaris and prayed God grant him eternal rest. Sanwo-Olu, who assured the family of the state government's commitment in giving Pa Adebanjo a befitting burial, also commiserated with the family of Pa Edwin Clark, who died today. In the same vein, the Deputy Governor, Obafemi Hamzat, said the deceased and his late father, Oba Hamzat, were friends and he will surely be missed due to his huge wealth of knowledge which the younger generations were tapping from before his demise. And now to the rest of the stories. The federal government has inaugurated barracks for the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency in Adamawa State. According to a statement by the agency spokesman, Femi Babafemi, the barracks, the first for the anti-drug agency since its establishment, and will provide office and residential accommodation for officers, men and women of the anti-narcotics body. Babafemi said that during the inauguration, the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Lateef Fagbemi, said the facility was an investment in human capital. I said the Attorney General urged personnel of the agency to work to eradicate substance abuse in the society. Babafemi stated that the fight against drug abuse is a fight for the nation's future and a battle to protect youth from the devastating effects of substance abuse and to rid communities of the violence and destructions that often accompany the illegal drug trade, adding that the role of the NDLEA cannot be overstated. And in foreign news, Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov says his country won't accept peacekeeping forces from NATO countries in Ukraine under any peace deal, following high-level talks with the United States and Saudi Arabia. He said any appearance by armed forces under some other flag does not change anything. It is, of course, completely unacceptable. Russia and the United States said they had agreed to appoint teams to start negotiating the end of the war. Lavrov said United States and Russia would appoint ambassadors to each of these countries as soon as possible and create conditions to restore cooperation in full. He reiterated Russia's previous position that any expansion of the NATO defense alliance and Ukraine joining will be a direct threat to Russia. And in sport, Nigeria's forward Victor Osimhen and his Golden Eaglets 2015 Under-17 World Cup winning teammate Funsho Bangboye have been included in the Turkish Super League Team of the Week. Osimhen continued his impressive scoring form as he backed the 2 goals which gave Galatasaray a 2-1 win at Rizespor in Monday's league clash. The Super Eagles star has now taken his tally in the league to 14 in 18 games. The victory against Rizespor took Galatasaray to 63 points and 6 points clear of second-placed Fenerbahce in the league table. for Bangoye, a 56-minute strike, and Etespor, a 1-0 win against visiting Alinspor on Sunday. It was a 26-year-old Ford's second goal and the 21 appearances in the Turkish top flight this team. Just before